We go. All right. Welcome to Team Play Hard's weekly team call. My name is Ellen, and tonight is extra special because we have a guest speaker. I'm super excited about this guest speaker, but before I get into that, I just wanted to say, oh, cool. Hi, Jenny. Nice to meet you. Tammy's got her sister on. Sweet. And shout out to Bobby. Happy birthday, Bobby. That's Bobby's birthday today. So I wanted to say, for the sake of those of you guys that are on tonight and also those who watch the recording, you guys, we are easy people. Come as you are. You don't need to fix your hair. You don't need to put makeup on. You don't need to have a quiet house. You don't have to, have your shit together to join us, to enjoy the camaraderie that we have together and to learn. So thank you those of you that made it live, and thank you for those of you who are catching the replay. Julianne, I love that you're making it a priority even though you're driving somewhere. Thank you for that. We do have chat. If you guys want to type stuff in the comments during this call, you can. So this guest speaker tonight, Kevin, I know that you all read his bio and saw the pictures that his cover photo, which is what I used as the graphic to sort of promote the team call tonight. And I have to say, just from reading that description and from doing a little voice memoing with him in Facebook Instant Messenger, I'm just super honored. I'm super excited. I'm excited to learn from you, Kevin, to be inspired. I'm excited. I already have a lot of questions for you, but I'm going to wait until the end because you might cover them anyway. I have so many questions for you. I'm just sort of like in awe of you as a fellow coach, but also as a human being. So I'm all ears. I don't know if you want us to take notes, but just in case, I am ready to learn from you. So without further ado, Kevin, reintroduce yourself as if they haven't read your bio, because this call is recorded. It will live on YouTube. So reintroduce yourself fully. Tell us who you are, why you're here, and also, pretend they don't know about Summit and like teach us like we're a brand new coach and we know absolutely nothing about the Beachbody Challenge thing and where you stand in it and all of that. All right, take it away.
All right. Well, I hope I live up to all that, but so I'll start there. So my name's Kevin Drennan. I am married, 46, with 2 teenage boys. I live in New Jersey, and right now, the big push this week is I'm very fortunate to be nominated with 3 other gentlemen who are as very inspiring for a prize called the Ultimate Transformation. Beachbody has 2 yearly prizes. One's called the Beachbody Challenge Grand Prize, and the other one's the Ultimate Transformation. The grand prize recognizes people who have used the Beachbody programs and have transformed themselves. I actually won a monthly prize that got me eligible for the last quarterly vote. Unfortunately, I did not win the vote, and that's why I'm not in the final. But that's the most amazing thing, through all this doing the Beachbody programs is you get rewarded for doing the hard work you want to do anyway. And so the final that I'm in, Ultimate Transformation, recognizes the people who use the Beachbody products versus the actual workout program. So I got recognized for using Shakeology, using the performance line. So energize, hydrate, recovery, and I'm nervous. That's why I'm.
Don't be nervous.
On the plane. And recharge. That's it. So creatine as well. So that's what I'm known for. There are in each of the awards there are 4 men and 4 women. who you get to vote for every day. It's not just once a week or, vote once. You get to vote every day. So as soon as you get off the call here, and hopefully you'll want to vote for me, I have 3 other friends that I would love for you to support. In Ultimate Transformation, it's Sarah H. And in the bigger prize, the grand finale, there's Andrea B., which I know you've been talking to as well, and also Carl M. All remarkable stories. We kind of made a bond with each other, talking to each other. Actually, me and Sarah were in the last quarterly, and we found out we were voting for each other. So, like about halfway through, we started joining forces and started, promoting each other. So it was kind of cool. So, how did I get here? I started my journey 17 months ago, almost to the day, December 28th, 2015. And to give you a little bit of background, so when I started, and I think I was heavier at some point, but my starting weight on my journey was 297 pounds. Another statistic, I had a 52-inch waist. I'll admit, the highest pant size I bought was a 44 because I refused to buy bigger. And the other thing that, as I go through my story, I'll concentrate on is I also have cerebral palsy. That affects my left hand and leg. So why that date, right? In the middle of the holidays. So around that time, 3 things kind of came together that made me realize I had to make a change in my life. The first thing was my son, my youngest son at the time, was playing travel baseball, and they were heading into winter workouts. And I would watch him, bust his ass, at practice. I would yell at him when he's not doing stuff, when he's, jogging instead of running and half fasting it. But then again, he would get in the car, we would come home, I'd sit on the couch, grab a juice, eat that, have cookies along with it, and eat some ice cream. That would be, like nothing. Um, along with that, around that time, Hammer and Chisel was announced. Now, my wife had been on her year with Beachbody, and she recently out that she had 2 goals when she started. She wanted to be healthy herself, and she wanted to somehow motivate me to make a change. So what she said was, hey, this new program's coming out. A bunch of my fellow coaches, their husbands are going to do it. And, they said they would set up a little Facebook group and you can interact with them and everything. And I was like, I don't know. I just, again, wasn't getting motivated to do it. I mean, my wife for 2 years would get up early in the morning and just be like, come on, Kev, let's go. Come on and work out with me. Yeah, no. Now, I was drinking the Shakeologies. I was eating better, but then I would snack and, waste all those, gains that I made just by eating. So the third thing was I had a yearly appointment with my doctor. And I had been on blood pressure medicine. And as we were discussing my health, he said, your weight's really causing your problem because I'm really considering classifying you as pre-diabetic and prescribing you medication. And I'm like, I didn't want any more meds. And I was like, no. I said, I want to do this. And I said, give me a couple months. He's like, you're not in jeopardy, so I'll give you a couple months. And I said, I'll come back and we'll see how I'm doing. So I came home and discussed it with my wife. And, the biggest thing heading into Hammer and Chisel, because I'm like, all right, what kind of program is it? She's like, well, it's by two trainers, Autumn and Sigi, who have their own styles, but you're going to have to lift weights. I'm like, okay, well, when I was 20 years ago, I went to the gym. I lifted by used machines because of my hand. She's like, well, obviously we don't have machines. You're going to have to do free weights. Well, how am I going to do that with my cerebral palsy? So I started looking around and doing some research and came across cuff weights or ankle weights. And this is actually 5 pounds. This is the first one I used. I still use it on certain things. And I started there. My parents, from an early age, instilled in me not to try to do anything that quote unquote a normal person would do. They never said, "Oh, you have a disability. Don't do that." No, they pushed me extra hard. In fact, my wife reminded me of a story that my mother tells. First grade, coming home from school, one of the first days of class, and I guess another little boy was carrying my books. And my mom met me outside and was like, why is he carrying your books? And the boy spoke up and said, well, his hand. And she's like, no. Give him his books. You don't carry his books again. And, she kind of, I think, not lit into me, but it was like, no, you can carry your own books. And, from there, my parents pushed me. I played sports to the best of my ability. I found the ways to adapt. Whether, my dad was teaching me golf, playing basketball. Later, when I was older, using a glove on my right hand to catch balls, especially with my son, so I can have a hard ball catch with him. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll use cuff weights, to overcome that. And so those first couple of days, they were hard as hell. Drenched in sweat, modified a lot. Didn't think I was going to make it through the workouts. Didn't quite get to the bucket stage. I remember that. I didn't get quite there, but I do remember the first or second workout was Sigi, and I turned to my wife, and Sigi's heavy accent comes on, and I'm like, I gotta listen to him for 60 days. Like, and seeing and not just all of them, seeing the people that are behind them, and here I am, 300 pounds, and they're like in such top shape and everything. I'm like, all right, this ain't going to be fun, and, but actually, that's where I found my love for lifting again. And, at the end of the Hammer and Chisel, I had lost 26 pounds and, I think like 13 inches. And we decided to do, my wife and I, and my wife, was a tremendous support system. So was my team. So was the little Facebook group with, the 3 or 4 other guys that were in it. I mean, I would post in there, my celebrity selfie and good job, Kev, and everything. And that was just a little bit that I needed to do every day, to push to the next day. And then when I started noticing changes, even better. And so after the Hammer and Chisel, We had 30 days or about, and my wife was fortunate at the time to be able to get on the Beachbody cruise. So we're like, all right, we'll do hammer for 30 days. So we concentrated on just like the lifting portion of it. And I remember going shopping right before we went on the cruise, and I was able to buy extra larges. Looking back on it, I probably should have stayed with that double X's for a little bit longer, but it felt so great to be able to jump that size, and I remember, for those who get to go on the Beachbody trips, they're amazing. I've been fortunate to go on this one, and the cruise, it was 5,000 people, 5,000 Beachbody people, all shapes, sizes, old, young, and it was just amazing. I actually still have video of, I think at that time, 22-minute hardcore just came out, and I was on deck. I already did my workout, and I'm watching all these people. I have video of hundreds of people doing the workout, and it was inspiring. And the next day was Siggy's workout. So we're up early. We pick a spot more towards the back and center, and remember doing the workouts, feeling tired, even though it's cool air, really cold air actually. And I remember this one part. He asked people to get down in plank position. Yeah, I wasn't ready to do that. And everyone's there, and I was kind of like, it was toward the back, so I thought, you won't see me. And for some reason, he looked up in that direction, my direction, and said something like, everyone, I want everyone to do it. And I know there was other people standing, but right at that moment, I thought he was talking to me. And I was like, oh shit. So I grabbed onto the rails and was kind of doing plank on the rails. I did something. And, but that really, inspired me. And I came back and did, I think 2 rounds of 21-day fixed extreme. And I was just telling somebody that that's a love-hate relationship with Autumn, if you've done her programs. I hate the curtsy move with the half moons. I can bench press all day, but those half moons, I if I did it now, I'd still use maybe 10 pounds. They're just absolutely killer. But yeah, I mean, I did pretty well, losing weight there too. So right about this early summer, almost right about this time, I was like, okay, I'm ready for the next challenge. And I was like, yeah, I'm not a cardio guy. I like the lifting. What does Beachbody have? My wife's like, well, there's Body Beast. Okay. And so I started investigating. I started doing some of the programs, pausing. So like a 30-minute program, because I had to change the weights on my arm. Would take me almost an hour. But I really enjoyed it. And right about now, in fact, I got notification about becoming friends with people in the Beast group. So it's about now that I joined the Siggy's Beast Up Legacy group. Talking about inspiring. When I joined, for those who have been to Summit, I'll talk about what Summit is real quick. Summit is Beachbody's yearly convention, if you want to call it. And during it, in one morning or one set of mornings, they'll have the super trainers come in and do like a 45-minute workout. And normally they'll have people on stage with them. Well, Segui, the way he picks his people is through his group. And he runs challenges. And when I got into the group, not only were people getting ready for the classic, which I'll talk about in a second, but they were doing these challenges just to have the opportunity of the 20 spots he was going to have to get on stage. I forget exactly what the challenge was. It was, I think you had to show a piece of paper with some sort of way to give back, and what you learned out of today's workout. But to watch these people support each other and like a family, and just what they were able to do was really inspiring. And like I said, and some of them were preparing for the classic, which is Beachbody's own physique competition. So you've seen bodybuilders do it, or bikini women doing bikini. That's basically what it is. So watching these people put themselves through this was really inspiring and really taught me dedication, taught me how to approach beast. I've learned so much from them. And the other thing I learned was how supportive complete strangers could be. And I almost equate it to what a coach is. Because when I would ask questions, not everyone knew the answer. And I believe not even the best coach knows the exact answer a lot sometimes. But it's a coach who knows your struggles, who's going through the same struggles, and willing to help you get to what your answer is, or go find the answer for you. That's what a coach is. And luckily, my wife is my coach, and she's been remarkable through all this. So I started my first round of Beast. And for anyone, I'm not sure if anyone on the call has done Beast. At that time, the nutrition was like more macro based and very specialized. And it has, at that time, 2 different ways to do your nutrition and 2 different workouts. First round of Beast, I lost 11 pounds. I'm like, did okay. Wasn't 100% on my nutrition. So I can't blame the program if I'm not doing the work in my nutrition. We did, Sagi released at around that time 2 videos on demand, which I absolutely love. And he made a special calendar called Beast Up Calendar. And I did that for 30 days. Actually, for 30 days for that, I actually lost 11 pounds, which is kind of odd. At 90, and then, so it was, and Body Beast is 90 days for those who, or 12 weeks for those who don't know. Went in my second round of Beast. Yeah, that's my first. And I lost another 13 pounds. So around that time, I submitted my results. I didn't submit them for the first round of Beast. I didn't get around to it. I didn't do it for Beast Up, so I submitted them for my second. That's where I got recognized by Beachbody and won $1,000 for my work. And at that time, I lost 79 pounds, I think it was. Really odd feeling to get awarded money for losing weight. It was kind of odd. It was great, but and I shared it with everyone all over my Facebook, and just the response I got was amazing. And during this time, I would get comments like, "Oh, you're inspiring. You're so motivating." And I was like, I just do the same hard stuff that everyone else does. And, and I'm like, I didn't want, my mindset at that time was, I don't want the pity sympathy, right? Just because I have cerebral palsy. If you want to call me inspiration and motivation because I off, now, so jump real quick to my mindset now. I don't care why you call me that. If you find inspiration of the obstacles I've overcome, okay. And it is a a mind shift in it. And so I posted that all over Facebook and everything. And during that time, Sigi started to run his challenges to get on stage. And they ranged from doing 500 push-ups in an hour, and we had to record it. So I didn't know what Facebook Live was. I recorded it, tried to upload it, and for some reason the video got screwed up. So I had to do it again. I wound up doing, and I do wall push-ups. So if you imagine the wall, my hand actually, I can't straighten my hand. So I actually put my hand up against the wall and do push-ups that way. And I wound up, the first time I did 680. And then I did another 690, like within like 3 hours. Needless to say, my shoulders and my chest a little bit, but mainly my shoulders were killing me after that. The second challenge was we had to do 1,000 sumo squats in an hour. Yeah, sounds like a lot. It is. We use Facebook Live, and let me tell you, during this time, the group really came together, and I would have, and other people would have, and my wife found this strange. I would spend an hour, multiple hours, jumping from Facebook Live to Facebook Live, supporting people. And at first she couldn't understand it. She was like, why are you, I don't, like, these people, you don't know these people. I said, well, yeah, I do. I interact with them every day. And she had tried the sumo squat challenge. Unfortunately, she was dealing with some, back issues and foot issues that she had to stop. But she sat down, she encouraged me, and I got through it. The next one was, if anyone knows what a static hold is, so you put your arms at a and hold them there. Except for men had to use 10 or 15 pound weights, and we're able to use, I think, 2.5 to 5. Think that was fair, but I don't make the rules. Siggy does. Let me tell you, my arms, I was like barely holding them up to get to the end. And what we had to do is we had to hold it for a total of 30 minutes within the hour. So you could break it up and hold it for a minute, take a rest, minute, as long as you got your 30 minutes in. The reason I tell you that is, so the night that I announced I won the monthly award for my transformation, I'm sitting on the couch. My wife had gone to bed, and next thing I know, I get an instant message, and I swipe it, and I'm like, I said, wait a second. I don't think I should have swiped that. And I go in, and it was Sigi. Just the reaction I'm getting now, thinking about it, is the same reaction I got. I sat there. I didn't know what to say. And he said, congratulations, and, what a wonderful thing. And he said, but I have a couple questions for you. He goes, my bosses at AD are saying bodies for 4 to 5 weeks. And I've told him, no, you've been doing it. When I submitted my results, I forgot to switch it from 21 Day Fix to Body Beast. So I had to explain what happened. So we're going back and forth. He goes, and I forget the exact conversation, but he said something to the fact that, I really want to get your opinion on something, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, okay, it's Body Beast 2, which I've been waiting for. He's going to ask me to be on stage with him or something else. And I'm like, well, I said, it's probably not Body Beast too. So anyway, so we're going back and forth. And then he finally says, Kevin, I want to be the first one to give you the opportunity to be on stage with me. And at Summit, I talked about the individual trainer workouts. Summit ends on a Saturday, and on Saturday morning they do a super workout. The super workout it's an outside stage, and they pick the longest street of wherever they are. This year it's in New Orleans. Last year was in Nashville, and the year before that. And everyone at the convention fills the street. It's 25,000 people. So I am going to be on stage doing the workout with Sagi and having 25,000 people watch me. Now, what I failed to because I skipped right over, when I joined the Beast Group last summer, I made myself 2 goals: to do the classic and also to get on stage with Sagi. When he told me that I was going to be on stage, I looked at the phone for what seemed like forever. I cried. I ran upstairs to show my wife. It was so many emotions, and I can feel them coming back now, of what I had been through for, at that time, for 11 months. And I thanked him. I absolutely adore the man. He is such an inspiration. He watches everything. He drops notes sometimes on your posts, which blows everyone away. He drops a post in every once in a while, and his posts are not only loving, caring, they're thought-provoking. I can't say enough about the man who's actually changed my life. So the end of January, into February, into March, I did CDF, Core de Force. Completely different type of program for me, but at the same time, I was also doing the one set of beast workouts. So I was doing 2 workouts a day, because now I'm trying to train for the classic. And by this time I had signed up for the classic. So I can't say I've done it yet because I haven't walked that stage. So I'm set for it. Even got my spray tan appointments for it. So I was doing 2 workouts. So for Core de Force, which is a 5-week program, it's about 15 pounds. Now, to be able to do that, I was 219 at the time, a little bit more. I got it down to 205. Great program. Recommend it for anyone. You want throwing punches, throwing kicks, push-ups, sometimes squats will get you that far. But it definitely started to lean me out, show my muscles that I've been developing with Body Beast. And I like the nutrition program. So actually, when I started my 3rd round of Body Beast, I continued with that nutrition, and I was doing the MMA speed, which is the shortest program, every day. I dropped from 205 to 193, but then I plateaued, and I still had a couple weeks left in Beast, and I think my body was getting used to, especially the Core de Force. And so my wife said, well, why don't you change up, and do other cardio programs? So now I have a rotation of Core de Force, Insanity Max 30. I throw in Autumn's Cardio Fix Extreme, and I do the beast cardio. So yeah, programs. I get up at like 3:45 every morning to get my workouts in. Yeah, energize helps big time. Um, but like I said, I plateaued, and I actually started to do on the 21-day fixed extreme. Autumn, who used to do, I don't know if she does them anymore. She used to do fitness competitions, and she has within the 21-day fix. Um, she has a nutrition program called Countdown to Competition, and that's what I'm doing right now. And I went from 193, and my lowest weight right now was between 183 184, and that was in like 3 weeks. So it does work to help you lean out for a competition. That's where I'm at right now. I took today off. Today was a little frantic day. And and I talk about Sagi in such high regard. When I posted that I got the email, well, I actually knew, but when I could announce it to everyone that I had made the finals, he shared my post. For him to do that to and he doesn't share a lot of posts. I know he's watching. I know he's proud, and he I don't know how I'm going to react when I meet him at Summit. I'll probably be bawling my eyes out, which is okay. I'm good with that. And then I have to get on stage in front of 25,000 people, which I don't know how I'm going to do that. Anyway, tomorrow I have 5 weeks to Summit. So I have 5 weeks prep left. I'm going to do a Beast Up calendar, which is a month calendar. Going to do my double workouts. Going to see how far I can push my body. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm in better shape than I am now than I was when I was actually going in the gym 20 some years ago. I'm diligent about my nutrition. Today was horrible. I'll admit that. Between my regular job and making sure people voted for me, working 2 jobs at the same time doesn't leave a lot of time to grab food. But I did get my Shakeology in. That I did do. But I eat almost the same thing every day. That's helped me maintain a sense of stability because I know what I can do. And one key thing, if you write one thing down out of this, in order for you to be successful, you really need your nutrition to be on point. It doesn't matter how bad you do the workouts, how often you work out. If you're bad with your nutrition, you're not going to do it. My suggestion: food prep. My wife and I spend about 2 to 3 hours on Sunday food prepping. Anyway, invest in a slow cooker, crock pot, a pressure cooker, an Instant Pot. That is even better. I put in chicken breast, and about 45 minutes later, they're done. I shred them, and it makes it so much easy. Where do I go from here? That's a good question. People will say, well, what's your bottom weight? I don't have one. Yes, I'll admit I look at the scale, but I use the scale more of a judgment on what the previous day's nutrition, if I was on point, what's it doing to my body. But I look in the mirror. If you see my latest pictures, which you shared, I actually can see outlines of abs. Never had them. I want them now. And I can start seeing definition, especially in my back, in my shoulders and arms. I want more of that. Um, what's kind of strange is that I'm already planning what I'm going to do in the fall. I'm going to do Beast. Probably going to go through a bulk, which is kind of strange, putting on possibly 20, 25 pounds just to build muscle, and then cut for the summer so I can have that, beach body. Uh, but I'm right now, I'm just enjoying the experience. I absolutely love helping people. Uh, I branched out and have joined other fitness groups. I post there every um, because people have found and told me how inspiring, motivating I am, and that's why I post every day. I use PicPay Post, and I record my workouts. And I post them in 10-second increments within the video. And I do it because I've had people reach out to me, say that because of me, my post, they push play, they change their nutrition. That to me is the ultimate compliment that I could receive. Because 17 months ago, I wasn't there. 17 months ago, I could not even fathom being in a physique competition, being on stage with a super trainer, having the opportunity to win $25,000 because of my transformation. As I sit here now, it blows my mind. I've been very fortunate that I've had a support system that not just my wife, my team, others. Like I said, I found the Beast Group, and they are. I have a friend who is in the mist. She's lost now 184 pounds. She's trying to hit 200. By the time she's walking the stage, she's doing the classic. She is remarkable. She's actually doing, I think, 3 or 4 workouts a day. Yes, under the guidance of a nutritionist and a trainer. I believe me, I couldn't do what she does, and I always am worried for her. But she's remarkable, and those are the kind of people who I've met along my journey that keep me going. That if they can do it, I can do it. And it's for me, it's putting up those goals, smashing those goals. And I'm not talking about long-term goals either. Yeah, you can set them, but how many of us, I'll raise my hand, I've done max 30, and I know when I did the first program, I had to do modify every move, because Sean T was he's nuts. Now I just did the cardio challenge, and I was able to do the majority of the moves. Now that I lost the weight, I can ride the roller coasters with my kids. I can do the stuff around the house and not feel tired. I can go and play basketball out in the driveway with my kids. I wear clothes that, well, this is, I think, a extra large or a double X. But, I'm able to shop in regular stores and feel good, have clothes that kind of, hug my body and show off what I've been able to do. It's a great feeling. It has nothing to do with the scale, because I look in the mirror and I see a much happier person. And I didn't realize how unhappy I was when I was 300 pounds. I thought I was happy, but I wasn't. I wasn't really living. And being able to go through this experience, talk to people like you, I mean, I couldn't fathom this, like I said, when I started my journey. And I don't know. I'm not stopping. Um, I don't know if I'll keep going at this pace. I told my wife probably not. So no double workouts probably after Summit. But um, I have this drive now that I like to work out. Excuse me. I like the energy. I still like coffee. I used to drink coffee on the way into work. I don't. It's not that I gave up coffee. I just don't drink it anymore. On my way in, and people will say about the nutrition. Were you able to cut the habits right away? No, I found healthier chips to start off with first. Now I don't snack as much. I'll have fruit or I'll have almonds. Especially for that crunch.
Hey,
But okay,
Kevin,
yeah.
do you think we could, is after you close, because we're kind of running out of time.
Yeah.
I know these guys have questions for you and also comments. Do you mind if, as you wrap up, we save a little bit of time for interaction with you? Would that
No,
be?
I can start. You know what? Let me stop here, because I'm basically at the end. Let me stop here, and because I would love to answer any questions or address any comments that people have.
Okay, I want, let's couple things. Let's open it up for that, either comments, feedback, or questions. And then I want to wrap up with some business takeaways for you. And then lastly, Kevin, I do want you, as we close, to tell us how to vote for you. So
Absolutely.
okay, so let's open it up right now. I saw that Jenny is on and she has cerebral palsy. That's so cool. I saw that in our chat. Tammy's sister, so I don't know if she has any questions, but just anyone, any questions or just overall like feedback.
Don't be shy.
I have a quick question.
Yep.
Are you glad that you started with Body Beast and not something that was a little less challenging? Are you glad that you kind of got thrown in and I mean, that's a hard, challenging one to start off with.
Well, it was hammer and chisel.
Oh, that's the one. That's what I'm scared of.
I don't be scared. So, don't be scared. What if you have to modify um, but what you find is you'll be modifying less. That if you have to modify. If you don't have to modify, you'll find yourself needing bigger weights, depending on what you have at home. I went out, my wife and I went out, and I'm looking at, we have 4 of the adjustable dumbbells that go up to 52 pounds. We made the investment in that because, Body Beast, you start using, higher weights. But don't be scared. As much as I, talk about Autumn and the love-hate relationship, she's an excellent trainer. I have the utmost respect for her. And her 21-day fix extreme uses weights. The cardio, like I said, kicks my ass every time. Sigi, again, mounds of respect for him. Just jump in. because you don't know where your limits are if you don't test them. And if you have to modify, you have to modify, but you're doing something though. And to me, that's the first victory, is that you're doing something. And then little by little, you're going to notice you're going to stop modifying. And you're going to be doing the moves exactly how they have them. So I hope that answers your question.
Definitely. Thank you.
All right.
No
Who
problem.
else, guys? Who else? Jenny, do you want to talk?
Hi.
So pretty.
Yeah, I can see you.
Hi.
Hi.
I used to work out like a lot. I was like on UI, and I used to work out, and I don't anymore. I really don't eat healthy, and like I feel like I'm the opposite of all of you because I'm not like working out or whatever. Do you feel like this has like you open door to helping other people with disabilities to try to like, cause I know like from what I've seen, a lot of people with disabilities are overweight.
Yeah.
We have their disability. So it would be cool, I guess, if like this could impact the people that have disabilities that think, oh, I can't work out because I can't lift, or I can't run, or I can't whatever. Like, I think this would be, like, your story would be so inspiring
Yeah.
to those people that are so overweight because they let their disability, like, take control. And I think your story would just be totally awesome to kind of get others involved and be like, hey, I had CP, but that doesn't mean that I have to be this overweight person that sits on the couch all day.
Wow. Yeah. I totally agree. And that's why, like I said, I had that mind shift of when people would tell me that I'm inspiring and motivating. I don't care now why they call me that, whether it's because I do have cerebral palsy and I work out, or it's because, I work out every day and I show what can be done. That doesn't matter to me, but if I can show for those who do have disabilities that, hey, you can do something, whether it's small or whatnot, you can do it. And to me, if I'm able to affect just one person, that means so much to me. And that's what this prize, if you want to call it, means to me. The money is nice, don't get me wrong, but for me to get my story out there and have a bigger platform to affect other people, that's what means most to me.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Jenny. That was great. I agree. It's such an inspiration and such an incredible story to people with disabilities. And like you said, so many of them do struggle with weight. And okay, I'm going to sort of wrap it up with some just thoughts on business. And then I do want to hear from Kevin about how we can vote for him and support him in this. So a couple of things, these might bounce around a little bit. First of all, I want to thank you for just bringing awareness to our team about the grand prize challenge and the ultimate transformation challenge, I will confess our team probably as a whole is a little like just, I don't think like the challenges are super on our radar. That's beginning to change because one of our coaches, she was on and had to get off a little bit ago, but she did win like the $500 daily thing once. And so
awesome.
we now have a little bit more awareness. And so we're now trying to teach our challengers and our challenge groups that they need to sign up and enroll. But honestly, I didn't know as much about the whole contest until you taught us tonight. Like I didn't know that the grand prize is based on programs and that the ultimate transformation is more on our nutritional products. So that was super beneficial to me as the upline to this team. And I wanted to say from a business standpoint to all of you guys that are on and listening to the recording that, I mean, I can't help because I'm really business minded about this thing too, because as passionate as I am about helping people with their fitness, I've also been directly impacted by the financial transformation that is possible with this business too. So I can't help but like listen to Kevin's story and think, wow, he's on someone's team and his wife's on someone's team. Like they're the real deal. Like this is like, we desperately are looking for people like him that are just, you know, December 28th, 2015, this guy, New Jersey, decides he's going to change his freaking life. There's people out there like him. There's people like that just one day it's their day and they decide I mean business. I'm not going to make excuses. And I'm really inspired by that on every single level. But the businesswoman in me is like, dude, he's on someone's team. Like, what a lucky team. And not just him, his wife too. And that brings me to, I know we're out of time, but I love your mom being like, carry your own books. And I love that you have support from your mom and your dad and your wife. And I love your story. You're great. Like, so rock it at Summit, go with confidence. You're hysterical. Like, you're going to rock that. I also was also impressed with, there's always someone out there, you guys, we all tend to want to make excuses, right? There's always someone out there less fortunate than us or that has a tougher road to hoe. You know, there's people out there less fortunate than Kevin and with more disabilities, or people out there that are busier than me, or that this or that or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's just, no one cares about your excuses. If we want it, we want it. And you know, the fitness transformation that we're all working on, and we're all works in progress. I mean, this just serves as such a powerful reminder that at the end of the day, no one cares about our excuses. And also, like Kevin intonated at multiple times, if our nutrition isn't dialed in, program ain't gonna work so well. Like, we can work our butts off at a program and then go eat crap, and we just basically undid it all. Let's see. I was jotting down so many notes. I guess we'll wrap with that. I feel really thankful that you shared your time with us and your story. I think, Jenny, you hit the nail on the head. It's such an inspiration to so many people. And man, not just to people with disabilities. I mean, my arms and legs work just perfectly fine. And you inspired the hell out of me. Like, now I want to do Body Beast. Oh, that's the other thing I was going to say. Sagi. I want to tell you guys something else about Sagi. So I'm a master trainer, Kevin. So my boss is a master trainer, works at headquarters. They share the same building. And she told me Sagi's the smartest person in that whole building. And I was like, what? Yeah. No. Yeah. Like, he sounds like a dumbass. Like, he sounds like a meathead. She's like, Ellen, he is brilliant. He's the smartest intellect in the entire building. He just sounds like that because English isn't his primary language. So knowing that, she raves about him being truly a brilliant man, and now hearing what a big heart he is, now I'm like in love with Sagi. So he's very well. He's misunderstood, and I think it's because of his background, and he comes across a little strong at times, but his heart's always in the right place. And if you
are in the Beast group. If not, join it. But or follow him, because the stuff that he puts on his wall, it'll get you to think.
Okay.
And so.
Tell us how we vote for you.
All right, so I'll show you on my phone. So if you go to the Team Beachbody in the Beachbody Challenge, you'll see. Let's see here. You'll see at the top, like, all the people's pictures, and it says who should win. And basically, you click on the button, and there will be. Let's see if it'll come up real quick. There'll be a list of people who, you'll see it like this. So there's female, male for the grand prize, and then for the ultimate health. And you go in each day. So as soon as you get off the call, you can vote today. And the clock changes at 3 p.m. Eastern. So as long as you vote before 3 p.m. and, like, if you voted, say you didn't vote tonight, you vote tomorrow at 12. As soon as it turned 3, you could vote again, because that 12 count for the day before. Vote every day. Send me a friend request if you want. I'm going to be posting every day. And it goes till next Monday at 3. So Sunday into Monday. It's only a week, thank God, this year. It was 2 weeks last year, or it's been 2 weeks. I think I'd go crazy if it was 2 weeks. But it's 1 week. And go, and the thing about it is, like I said, it's me, Sarah H., who's also in the Ultimate Health, Andrea B., and Carl M. They're the 4 people that I've combined, or 3 people I've combined with. But do yourself a favor. Go on there and read all the stories. If you need to be inspired, just read those stories. I'm in awe of the people that I'm in I guess, competition with. I'm absolutely in awe.
All right. We will do it. We've got our homework to do. I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Thank you so much. I'll make sure everyone on the team gets the recording, and we will be voting. And awesome. Thank you, Kevin. And I sent you a friend request, so accept me.
All right.
Okay.
I will.
Bye, guys.
All right. Take care.
Kevin.